We are delighted you are here. Today, we want to look at the success story of the legendary soccer player, Pele. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to my channel so you won't left out of our latest videos, and your subscription also earns our channel a better recognition by Google. Just press the subscribe below. Hope you have done that. You are wonderful. Thanks a lot. Now, Pele's success story, the soccer legend. Pele, who is he? Many people believe that Pele is the best soccer player to ever play the game. Pele, a legendary soccer player, shot to fame with his World Cup performance in 1958. Before signing up with the New York Cosmos toward the end of his career, Pele spent 20 years playing professionally in Brazil, winning 3 World Cups in the process. As co-player of the century for FIFA in 1999, he represents soccer and other humanitarian causes around the world. Childhood. The first child of Ju Ramos and Dona Celeste, Pele was born Edson Arantes de Nascimento on October 23, 1940 in Três Corações, Brazil. Pele, also known as Deco, was a young boy when his family relocated to the city of Bauru. He was given the name Thomas Edison. Pele grew raised in poverty, while Ju Ramos, better known as Dondinho, struggled to make a life as a soccer player. Nevertheless, by kicking a rolled-up sock filled with rags around the streets of Bauru, he discovered a basic ability for soccer. The origin of the moniker, Pele, is unknown, but he remembered hating it when his friends initially nicknamed him that. Teenage Pele joined a youth team coached by former player Valdemar de Brito. The 17-year-old scored 3 goals in a 5-2 semi-final victory over France before adding 2 more in a 5-2 victory over the host nation. He displayed exceptional speed, athleticism, and field vision throughout the tournament. Young superstar received substantial offers to play for European clubs, and Brazilian president Jânio Quadros ultimately had Pele labeled a national treasure, making it legally challenging for him to play in another nation. The Santos club's management nevertheless scheduled lucrative exhibition games with clubs from around the world to make sure its star draw was well compensated. Added World Cup victories. The 1962 World Cup in Chile saw Pele miss the semi-finals after aggravating a groin injury. Brazil went on to win the tournament for the second time in a row. Brazil was eliminated from the World Cup after one round, 4 years later in England due to a series of vicious attacks by opposing defenders that once more sent him to the sidelines with leg injuries. The reputation of Pele grew despite the setback on the international stage. In order to watch Pele play in an exhibition game in Lagos, the two groups in the Nigerian Civil War purportedly agreed to a 48-hour ceasefire in the late 1960s. Pele and co. made a victorious comeback to success at the 1970 World Cup in Mexico. Brazil and Pele made a spectacular comeback to success at the 1970 World Cup in Mexico. Leading a strong team, Pele scored 4 goals throughout the competition, including one in the championship game that helped Brazil defeat Italy 4-1. When Pele announced his retirement from soccer in 1974, the NASL was not yet a popular league. However, Pele was persuaded to return the following year to play for the New York Cosmos. In an exhibition game between New York and Santos in October 1977, he played his final match while representing both teams. He finished his career with 1,281 goals across 1,363 games. The legend lives on. Pele's retirement did little to lower his public image. He continued to be a well-liked spokesperson and involved in numerous professional spheres. For his efforts with UNICEF, Pele received the International Peace Award in 1978. Additionally, he has held positions as Brazil's Extraordinary Minister for Sport and a UN Environmental Ambassador. Together with Diego Maradona of Argentina, Pele was voted FIFA's co-player of the century in 1999. His achievements on the soccer field are unmatched by many, and almost all great sportsmen in the sport are compared to the Brazilian who once caused people to pause and watch his transcendent play. One of Pele's life lessons is to enthusiastically believe in your dreams. Pele grew raised in a society marked by poverty, like so many of his fellow compatriots. Young Pele would run barefoot through the streets kicking cans, grapefruits, coconuts, rolled-up socks, or anything else he could find because his parents couldn't afford to purchase him a soccer ball. Pele assisted his uncle in selling wood, along with selling peanuts and shining shoes outside of movie theaters, to raise money for a soccer ball. Use your misfortune to your advantage. Despite these disadvantages, Pele persisted in achieving his goal. Above everything else, he aspired to play professional soccer. He skipped class to play soccer with his neighbors and train in the fields. Push hard for what you want. I don't think there are born soccer players, as Pele famously stated. It's possible that you are born with particular abilities, but, to be really honest, I don't believe anyone is actually born to be a world-class soccer player. Talent is not the only factor. With the signing of a top soccer team in Santos, Brazil, Pele's childhood ambition of becoming a soccer star began to materialize. The rest is history. He scored 1,281 goals in 1,363 games and is best known for his incredible shots, dribbling skills, and bicycle kick, which later became his signature move. He is the only player to have played on 3 World Cup winning teams. He put in a lot of effort, which helped him become one of the best soccer players in the world. 3. Always remember the real values in life. From his modest origins to his amazing soccer accomplishments, he never lost sight of what was crucial. Be a man in both triumph and failure. Just be a man. Pele believed that this was the only way to achieve personal dignity and gain the respect of your fellow men. He retired from his impressive profession after 20 years and started working as a humanitarian and philanthropist. He helped raise money for charitable causes by using his success. When Pele traveled to play in Lagos during his playing career, a ceasefire was even proclaimed in a warring Nigeria. That says everything. That is all for now. If you have any suggestions or comments, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by pressing the button. See you in the next video.